Welcome back to another ride on the channel. This is going to be a quick one. This is just a little lunchtime up and down the neighborhood kind of ride, just so I could get the legs spinning because I haven't been out on the bike in a few days. So, you know, just one of them ones. But man, every time I'm on this SL7, it just reminds me why I love this bike so much. It's insane. It's just so much fun, this bike. Looks like a street sweeper was here, but they just put all the dirt on the side of the road. But yeah, really not much to talk about today, other than the fact that I guess the last video is out now, so you would have seen that I was just starting the bike build in that video, like talking about it. So this past weekend I had the chance to start that build. Didn't film any of it because honestly I was very impatient and I just wanted to do it. So yeah, I didn't film any of it, but I will do like a little update on the bike and where it stands. So in terms of the build for the Cannondale, yeah, total build time was like 2.5 to 3 hours. Not bad. It was like half an hour was just taking everything off the bike. It was pretty easy to strip everything off the bike because obviously everything was cable actuated, so no issues there. Yeah, everything was cable actuated, so it was easy to pull everything off. The only thing that gave me a little bit of trouble was the bottom bracket. Thankfully I had all the tools from like previous bike builds, so I didn't really have anything extra that I needed for it. But I don't know, it was just on really tight, so I had to use a breaker bar, and like even trying to walk the crank off was such a hassle. I had to put so much of my strength into just getting that off. It just took a lot of effort to get the bottom bracket off, but honestly after the bottom bracket was off, it was smooth sailing for everything else. Little challenging to fish the cables through the frame, but honestly fishing them through the integrated handlebars was very easy. And now it makes me question every single time a bike shop has given me grief about this, like I think it was just a scam. They were trying to get more money out of me, because the fishing the cables through the handlebars literally took me maybe like 15 minutes altogether for both sides. And this was my first time doing it, so bike shops who do this all the time, like they have no excuse. But I mean, it's a business for them, so can't really say much. Yeah, everything came in, attached the hoses. I had initially reused the barb and olive for the hydraulic hoses, and then when I connected everything up, the brakes, they just wouldn't press down. Like there was a lot of pressure and like you couldn't press the brakes at all. Did a little bit of research, found out that you can't reuse the barb and olive, which is fine, so I ended up getting new ones for those, put them in properly, and they worked amazing. Honestly, I want to give a huge shout out to SRAM. First of all, their stuff is so easy to work with, and second, the level of documentation and like the video tutorials and stuff that SRAM has made themselves, like first person stuff, I love it. Like I gotta commend it. You really don't have to go to any third-party channels to see how SRAM stuff works. how to do things, and it's great. I really do appreciate that, and I'd like supporting a company that is, you know, willing to take the initiative to allow people to work on their bikes and like their components. I've had the complete opposite experience with Shimano. Whenever something is broken, or I've tried to fix something or disassemble something, it's just been like pulling teeth. Hours and hours of research to do a simple task. And yeah, maybe it's just where I'm searching, but overall really happy with the way things turned out. Yeah, that was the real, like the only hiccup that I had with the build was the brake levers not working once I fit everything up. After that, it took like about, you know, 10 more minutes to align the calipers and stuff, and everything works. Did a little test ride to make sure, you know, everything was golden, and yeah, man, everything works. Gears are shifting fine. One by drivetrain is nice. Everything is working properly. Hydraulic brakes are so much better, even though right now I do need to bleed the system, and pretty much the brakes are at the handlebars when it does decide to stop a little bit. Yeah, braking performance is really poor actually, but that's only because I need to bleed the system. I was thinking about going to the bike shop to get it bled, but the bike shop charges $40 per caliper, and the whole like official SRAM bleeding kit with the brake fluid came out to what, $80, $83, I think. So really it was a no-brainer for me to get that and start using that. I think just as someone who enjoys doing maintenance on their bikes themselves, the kit was a real no-brainer for me, because I'm definitely at some point in the future going to need to bleed the brakes myself, and it will come in handy. So why not start now and learn? And yeah, as usual, SRAM has amazing documentation about the whole the bleeding process and what you need to do. So I'm excited to just try it myself. At the moment where it stands, I just need to wrap the bar tape on the bike and bleed the brakes, and we'll be good to ride. And it's super exciting because, again, this is my first bike that I've built with hydraulic brakes and electronic shifting and stuff. So it's exciting for me because, you know, it was just new stuff for me to learn, and it's always good when things are working, right? So something to be proud of. I did end up reusing the hoses that came with the group set. It came off a size 56, so, you know, they should have been long enough. My mistake was that I went with integrated handlebars, and I think that was not really a good thing, because you don't really need them on gravel bikes, I would say. So it was, I don't know, one of those frivolous things that you do just for fun, but not necessary. If I were to do it again, I wouldn't do it. Yeah, so I wouldn't do the integrated handlebars again. It was kind of, I would say, a little bit of a waste for the gravel bike. If I had full integrated cabling throughout the frame and through the top, like the head tube and stuff, then I would say it makes sense. But without that, I don't know. So yeah, the cables probably would have fit if I didn't try to fix them too. but I mean, it worked out. At the end, I have a little bit of a chimney now at the front because I had to kind of I had to shorten the stack a little bit for the cables to reach properly. But honestly, it worked out better for me because now the bike more or less matches my road bike position, and my road bike position is very dialed in and it's comfortable for long distances. So in that sense, it's perfect. Overall, for the full build, I mean, I will probably be making a video after the fact of the whole build and what all I did. Maybe not, I don't know. But as it stands, we've lost about 4-ish pounds, 4.5. Like, the bike is, you know, 4 pounds might not sound a lot, but it's significantly lighter. We went from about, what, 24 point something pounds down to like 20.01. I'll add it in the video when I do the overview. But yeah, we went from like an 11.5 kg bike with everything on it to like a 9.1, which is pretty significant in the gravel bike. Like, it felt heavy before, it definitely feels a lot lighter now, which is great. Yeah, feels a lot lighter, so it's good. Quick little update. So this is the update with the Cannondale, where it stands right now. As you can see, drivetrain has been updated to the Rival Explorer. We got 1044 cassette, Rival 42 crank in the front. We got the Zitto wheels from AliExpress. Excited to ride these, see how they turn out. We went with the Panaracer Gravel King tires, and then we opted for a carbon seat post and just a cheap carbon fiber saddle from AliExpress. Some carbon handlebars with integrated cabling, which I don't know if it makes sense on this bike because there's still exposed cables down here, but you know, we all make mistakes. We have hydraulic disc brakes down there. Everything is working. We went with Zitto calipers, Zitto rotors, and a Zitto bottom bracket down there. So yeah, that's where the bike is at right now. Excited to see how it turns out. Right now the issue is with the brakes. There's no pressure there, so we're gonna have to bleed the brakes. Once we bleed the brakes, everything should be functional and we can ride it. Yeah, so I'll be doing a more detailed video once everything is up and ready. But yeah, work in progress. About 2.5–3 hours to build it so far. Can't complain, honestly. Like, it was a lot smoother than I anticipated it going, which I'm surprised because, you know, hydraulic hoses and stuff. But yeah, super excited about the bike, how it turned out. And honestly, I'm kind of digging the stealth look with the all black everything, with small red accents here and there. But yeah, it looks really good to me. And yeah, should be a fun summer with this bike now. All right, catch you all in the next one. Bye.